Nexstar Company is one of the leading companies in the field of manufacturing 3D metal detectors. One of the most important features of the company's products is the use of proprietary software produced by its engineers and specialists. This tutorial explains how to use GMI software version 1.0.2, which is developed exclusively for Vega series products. First, in order to be able to use the software, we must make sure that it is connected to the device. As you can see in the image, after the splash screen is displayed, the activation screen is visible. In this section, in order to connect the software to the device more easily, the software asks users to allow access to GPS and storage on their behalf. On the left is the rules for using the service, which the user must read carefully. Approval of this section by users constitutes acceptance of the terms of use of the software. After this step, we turn on the device. Here it is necessary for users to enter the serial number that they see on the device in the box that I see in the image. After hitting the confirm button, we enter the software. The most important icon on the home screen is the home circle. The color of the circle indicates that the software is connected to the hardware, and the gray color indicates that it is disconnected. Also, red, green and yellow colors indicate the battery level of the device. This page consists of 3 general sections. Scan button. General and pre-scan settings, post-scan settings. Touch the scan circle and enter the scan type selection page. According to the version purchased from Vega products, different versions of scan types are active in the software. The types of scans in the Vega series are live, linear, normal and unique. Select the live scan option. On the live scan page, a home icon can be seen, which we can return to the main page of the software by tapping it at any time. There is a text at the bottom of the home icon that explains how it works. It starts by tapping on the play scan icon. The difference between the scan and the normal and unique modes is the addition of an option called ground balance, which takes a few seconds. Before scanning and during the ground balance, users need to walk a few steps in the scan mode in order to be more accurate in scanning and behavior measurement. We can turn our scan sound on or off by tapping the sound icon. One of the unique features of Nexstar devices is the signal-to-audio conversion technology, or S2A. In the state option, we can specify the sensitivity of the sensor. 5 shows the highest sensitivity and 1 shows the lowest sensitivity. You must do a ground balance at the beginning of the live scan. Ground balance can be done manually and software. Then the scanning process starts by pressing the start button. Here, the scan results are viewed instantly in both tape and linear modes. Users can identify the exact location of the anomaly using the sound that is played in the software and the color that they see as a result of their scan. Performing this type of scan was used to find the approximate location of the anomaly, determine the size of the scan location, and clean the first line before the original scan. This mode is very suitable for punching and scans that do not require depth analysis. Pressing the pause button stops the scan. You can manually select the sensitivity level by unchanged-decking it. After manually selecting the sensitivity and pressing the start button again, the scan is performed on the selected sensitivity. By checking the automatic sensitivity, your software intelligently determines the level of scan sensitivity. At the end of the scan, by tapping the home icon, a question will be asked to exit the live scan environment. Click Yes to return to the main page. By selecting linear scan, we enter this mode of scanning. In this type of scan, the home icon can be seen, and by selecting it, we can return to the first page. The icons of this scan are quite similar to the live scan. The play icon is also used here to start the scan. Then we can find the starting point of our scan using the ground balance option. The sound icon helps us find the location of the anomaly. You can also use the option to turn the scan sound on or off. Sensitivity works exactly like live mode and consists of 5 levels. 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest level of sensitivity. By ticking the auto in this section, its software intelligently determines the sensitivity of the sensor. After that, hit the ground balance again, after performing the ground balance process and starting with the play scan. Here, unlike live scanning, only a linear mode is displayed to display the scan information. In this case, by ticking the auto, the sensitivity of the sensor is done by the software itself and in a completely intelligent way. After hitting the pause button and then the home button, the software asks us, do we want to go back to the main page? This happens by hitting the yes option. According to the previous scans, enter the scan selection page and this time we select the normal scan. We will review the icons on this page again. First, the home icon. By tapping it, we will be directed to the main page. Then, you must first specify the type of direction. There are 4 directions in GMI software. The first mode is parallel scanning starting from the bottom left of the scan location. Zigzag scanning from the bottom left is the second mode of directions. The third mode of direction is parallel and from the bottom right. The last mode is a zigzag scroll from the bottom right. After selecting the direction, we must write the width and length of the scan field in the specified parts, which should be several times the dimensions of the anomaly. In the time section, the duration of the ongoing scan is displayed and also the scan time of a line is displayed. In the state section, 5 modes are set for sensor sensitivity, of which 1 is the lowest mode and 5 is the highest number for sensor sensitivity. Sensor sensitivity can be determined manually. Sensitivity is also determined intelligently by ticking auto. Clicking on the play icon, like the previous scans, starts the line scanning process. The undo icon also disables the latest changes. After scanning each line and hitting the new line S icon, go to the new line and start scanning it. New line G is used when line scanning is incomplete for any reason. By tapping this option, the line continuation scan will be done intelligently. Hitting the sound icon can also mute or unmute the scan sound. To start a normal scan, we first specify the direction. For example, we select zigzag scanning starting from the bottom right. Then, by clicking on the box, we enter their length and width numbers according to the video. One of the normal scanning options is line repeat. By selecting the line repetition number, we specify the number of scans to be performed on each line. Then we need to specify the sensitivity of the sensor, which can be adjusted manually and automatically. Pressing the play button starts the scan. After the scan and pressing the pause button, the scan will stop. Once again, we choose a new direction. This time the direction is parallel from the bottom left. In this form of scan we have line repeat, which repeats the scan of each line to the number we have selected. As can be seen in the image, by scanning the line, the number changes from 2 to 1 and the scan of that line is repeated again. During the scan, the sound and color on the scan map show the location of the anomaly. After scanning and pressing the home button, we want to return to the main page. The software asks us if we want to save the scan. In the box provided, type the scan you want and click the Yes button to save the scan with the name of your choice. The scan is saved with our chosen name successfully. Go back to the main page and select the scan option and select the unique scan from the available scans. Pressing the play button, the scanning process begins. Scan time and scan time of each line can be seen on the right. Colors and sounds in this type of scan can indicate the exact location of the anomaly. As you can see in the picture, if the scan stops in the middle of the way, the scan will be completed automatically by tapping the new line G option. When the scan is complete, the software asks if you want to save the scan. Selecting Yes will save the scan with the name of your choice in the box. Then a three-dimensional plot of the scan is available to users to be able to analyze with the desired settings that we will explain in the next sections. In this section, we provide a description of the home screen icons. As you can see in the image, the first icon is called Gallery. Selecting Gallery opens its menu. As you can see in the image, by selecting the Gallery icon, a new page containing the saved scans as well as the icons of the Gallery section will be seen. The first icon in this section is the Select option. By calling on this option, all saved scans will be selected, or the selected scans can be unselected. The next icon is Share. Selecting this option allows the user to share their selected scans through different applications and messengers with the people they want. By selecting the Delete option, you can delete the selected scans. The next option is Rename, which can be used to change the name of your scan. It should be noted that in this option you can select only one scan and rename it. Easier access to scans is possible through the Sort option. With this option, saved scans can be sorted by time and name. It is possible to load the files stored in your system on the software through the Open Folder option. The last option in the Gallery menu is Search, which you can find as easily as possible by typing the name of your desired scan. By selecting each scan, we can see its 3D plot and make the desired changes on them. In this section, we want to make changes to them by selecting several scans. As you can see in the picture, 4 scans have been selected. Clicking the delete icon raises the question of whether you want to delete the 4 selected scans. Selecting Yes removes 4 scans from the list of saved scans. Here we select a scan and then select the Rename option. In the Rename box, type the new name of the scan. Clicking Yes changes the scan name successfully. Then, using the Select option, we select several scans from the saved files. Using the Share option, and as we see in the image, we can share the selected files with different software with others. Then, by clicking on the Sort option, the files are sorted by name. By clicking on the Sort option again, the files are sorted by time. The desired scan can be easily found by typing the name of the scan in the search box. Saved scans can be analyzed with a variety of options provided by the software. These options can be seen in the menu on the left. Let's start with the Effect option. The Effect option provides users with other options for analysis. In this section, you can see the scanning process, as well as the wireframe plot. You can also view the 3D plot from different angles. By clicking the play icon in the Effects section, we can see the scanning process performed at high speed. Important features of this section include determining the origin of the scan and the exact location of the anomaly. Using this feature, we can see the anomaly from the origin of the coordinates. By tapping this option, the 3D plot reaches its largest size. By touching this icon again, the size returns to its previous state. By pressing the undo button, the apply changes will return to the first state. In the adjustment section, we can change the color of the 3D plot. 3 color schemes for this section are embedded for users to create a more accurate image of the 3D plot. Resizing the 3D plot can be done using the scale option for detailed examination in this section. Data zoom also changes the size of the anomaly. At any time, by pressing the undo button, all the applied changes will return to the original state. In the depth section, the shape of the target can be selected from the shapes of sphere, cube, and cylinder. Activate soil type manually or automatically. According to the selected option, the exact coordinates of the anomaly in the scanned location map are provided to users in the form of length, width, and depth. In the details section, details of the exact scan coordinates, the exact dimensions of the scanned ground, and the time and date of the scan can be viewed. Writing notes in the box we see in the picture is another feature of this section. In the print section, we can also export our scans in JPEG, PDF, and InkScan formats. We can also disable options that we do not need to print. Using the GPS icon, the exact coordinates of the scan location can be viewed. GMI software supports a variety of languages for use around the world that can be selected through the setting menu. Other features of this section can also access the serial number entered to use the software. In this section, you can also adjust your step length when scanning in desired units. In addition, the longitudinal unit used in the software and for scans can be adjusted in this section. The help icon also includes the software manual in different languages in PDF format in the software itself, and users can use these files without leaving the software. Version 1.0.2 of GMI 3D software has been developed exclusively by NextStar engineers for the company's Vega series products. We at NextStar Company hope that using our products will bring you pleasant moments.